you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, you driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, but your shit, it should be rented. Hey, but that is none of my business. Hey, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like getting the same. Yeah, she know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain, on my diamonds rock hard. Turned the way up, I ain't getting tired. And if you wanna race, then we gonna ride. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold on work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh, I feel with you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a ray of light, ray of light.
You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on, baby. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like ooh. I'm feeling you. Yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me like I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and sworn like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Like been through, probably offend you. This is Paula's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers, dead, redemption, scholars, fathers, kids and I wish I was fed forgiveness. Yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
This is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how this when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows, I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, through the cameras, eat it 4 daughters, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, money, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, sinners on the way, I got winners on the way, you ain't without a on your belt, you ain't without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself, you ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be our fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, money, my DNA.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. Hold on. What you mean? Woo. And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo. Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. Woo. What you mean? Woo. I said, what you mean? Woo. Listen, I don't trust her, so no. I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo.
You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad, gon' get it. What you mean?
Today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of us doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing so long, yeah. It's just the way. Problems alone, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you want to make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion. Can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Packers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Vikings, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Time with Jeremy Langford, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Langford on 1st and 10. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
319, 258.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They go play action here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready, you're going to be tested all night by this team.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Rodgers. They go screenplay to Langford. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Rodgers. 20. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A toss to Cook, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. A give. This is Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Comes to Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They pitch it out to Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Rodgers now to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. Now it's Langford. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319! 319!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal from the 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Martellus Bennett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back to throw here. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Rodgers checks it underneath to Langford. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers now on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And the Packers pick it up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw is Rodgers. Operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Langford again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Cook running right, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Vikings on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They run the counter with Cook. And some room to roam now. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play clock winding down. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Rodgers going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Cook. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Packers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.